I'm back again. I'm back again. Hope you've been learning something. Huh? Hope you didn't regret coming here. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you're learning something. I am EKD, Ekeremor Doubra for full. You can call me EKD. Okay? I am a brand strategist. How many of you know that profession? I'm a brand strategist, okay? And once again, I want to thank you for coming here. I want to thank you for coming here. I think I'll have to come down so that I can see my screen. Thank you for coming. I want you to pay good attention because this session is going to, there have been amazing sessions. That of our boss, Mr. Okaga, there's been an amazing session and the other persons, and it's been really wonderful. And I'm going to be building, thank God we talked about startups. I'm going to be building on the foundation. I want to really thank God to talk about startups, okay? So we have here scaling up startups through branding. Okay, I didn't know he was going to be talking about startups, but at least he talked about startups. How many of you know what a startup means? I just noticed a lot of people don't know what startup means. Okay, a startup is a company that provides a particular service, okay, a particular product or service, a single product or service in most cases. Okay, Facebook is a startup. Everybody's familiar with Facebook, right? Facebook is a startup, so that it does not look strange to you. Facebook is a startup, Instagram is a startup, we have Opay is a startup. You find them all around you. So if we're mentioning startups, you should know what we are talking about. Okay, and before I continue, I want to appreciate some of my team members that are here. I have Chichi and I have Promise. Okay, so I want to appreciate them. Okay, so let's pay attention. This session is not only for techies. Okay, it's not only for techies. I know many people are just getting to tech world. They are just beginning to understand tech world. So it's not only for techies. How many of you have a business here? You have a business, you are running. I think almost everybody have a business now. How many of you have a business you are running or a service you are offering? So there are lots of persons. Nobody sells with one here because everybody is selling with. Eh? Where are the girls? Nobody is selling with one here. You don't sell anything, you don't make cakes. Okay, there are people like that. That is a business, okay? That is a business. So we have setting up startups through branding. So I've explained what a startup means for you. I want you to pay attention. By the time we are done with this session, you are going to grab a lot of things. Okay? Okay, let's have the next slide. So I want you to meet my two friends. This session is going to be very interactive, okay? Are you okay with that? Yeah. It's going to be very interactive. So I want you to focus on the screen. Hope you can see the screen from that side. Can you see it? Can you see the screen from that side? Or we should shift it a bit. Okay. Hope you can see. Just try. If you can't see it, then just try to come to this middle. So if we shift it now, it might affect the persons at the side. That's why we ask people to sit at the middle. Okay? So I have my two friends here. I want to introduce you to my two friends. Have you seen them before? Have you seen them before? You've not seen them in Dale Street. You have not seen them. Okay. These are my two friends. And they like wearing same clothes. Right? They have different personalities and all that. We have a problem. We have a very, very big problem. And at the end of the day, we are going to solve that problem together. Okay? How many of you are ready to solve that problem for me? Let me see your hand. Okay? So we are going to solve that problem together. The problem is that they don't have names. You're surprised, right? It's only like, two guys, big guys, they don't have names. They don't have names. So at the end of it, I want to appreciate Shasteki too. Please put your hands together for my friend and the console, Shasteki. Okay? So meet my two friends. nameless. I can't call them name because they don't have a name. But I believe at the end of the day, they are going to have names with the help of you guys. Okay? So, next slide. So, what really, I think that's the typing error. That might be not accurate. Okay? What really is branding? So, what really is branding? Like I said, we have business owner here. Even if you are not owning a business, in the next month you own a business, or you know somebody that owns a business, or somebody that wants to start up something. Like I said in my first term, when I came up first, there are people here that have ideas. Okay? There are people here that have ideas that maybe you might not be capable of doing, of executing it, but you have that idea. You have that, okay, I can create this app that can help for this, that can help for this. You might be a programmer, you might not be a programmer. You have to listen to this too, because Mr. Oga has said a lot about startups, how they can have income and things like that. So I'm building on that, okay? That should make you interested in pushing that your idea forward. Because if you don't do that, someone else will take it. How many of you have thought of something, then later you saw the same thing elsewhere? How many of you? They are now regretting, I thought of this thing, I was the first person to think of this thing. You are not the first person. If you don't execute fast, time is going. Time is going. So that's what you should take note of. So what really is branding? Okay? Branding is the perception people have about you. Okay? The perception you want people to have about you. Everybody has a brand here, whether you like it or not. You have a brand. When people see you, what do they think about? That is your brand. That is your brand. If they see you, if maybe your name is Blessing, if they see Blessing, what do they think about? Do they see this person that is very, maybe she's strict? Someone thinks about you about being strict, that's your brand. Okay, that's your brand. It's what you want people to perceive about you. So business-wise, your startup or your business must have a personality. That's what we call a personality. Okay? What you want people to feel about it. What you want people to feel about it. So you get to determine. So let's have the next slide. So I have here, it is all about perception. Okay? Can you just repeat after me? It is all about perception. It's all about perception. So, what do people think about you? I have a sub-note that says, if you do not say something about you, some other person will. If you don't talk about yourself, some other person will. Have you found people talking wrongly about some people? And most times, if you are silent about it, they will continue speaking about you wrongly until you stand out and talk for yourself. Okay? So that's one thing. It says nation doesn't allow for void. Nation does not allow for void. So if you don't say something, forget it. Someone else will tell your story for you. If you cannot tell it. Even if you are a good person and you don't speak up, someone else will start speaking on your behalf and might end up telling people that you are a bad person. Okay? So I have that sub text there. It said, what do the big boys do? What do the big boys do? So who are the big boys? Who are the big boys in the industry? Who are the big boys? So we have the big boys such as Apple. How many of you are familiar with Apple? You're familiar with Apple, you're familiar with Facebook. They have dominated in fact the market. And they are still dominating the market. Okay? So what do they do? I'm talking about it's all about perception. What does Apple do to you? Apple makes you, I know Apple have durable products, okay? But when you think about Apple, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? iPhone. Luxury. Everybody just saying luxury. Yes, luxury. That is simply because they want you to feel that way. They made you feel that way. That even if you have another phone that is very capable of doing what Apple would do, you'd rather want to get an iPhone. Is that not true? Because when you hold it, you are feeling, there's a feeling it gives you that you belong. Okay? They didn't have to point a gun to your head and tell you to feel that way. No. They did not. What they used was what? They used branding. They used what? Branding to make you feel that way. So next slide. So that should make you, talking about Apple, that should make you take it very important. You should know that it is very important. So just imagine you having a, like I said, do what the big boys do. No, just look at Apple. Do what the big boys do. Okay? You should imitate them. What do you want people? You are doing a cake business, or you're having a startup idea, or an app, or you're doing a little business. What do you want people to feel about you? There are some certain things you can do to make people feel something about you. Okay? And at doing that, they begin to desire you what? They begin to desire you what? More. And that's what Apple is doing. Most times they make their, before they release a product, they have to treat it specially. They do this kind of things, this kind of events to unbox their product. They are making you feel that Apple is super special. And because of that they are doing, the way they've carried themselves and all that, they make you feel that they are very, very valuable. And that's why someone wants to die for an iPhone, just because of branding. Okay? So let's move to the next slide. Hope you are getting something. Are you getting something? Yes, sir. Okay. So Apple has defined herself, Facebook has defined herself, has found herself. So who are you? Who are you? That's the question. Who are you? Have you gotten your identity yet? Maybe the identity of your startup or even your personal brand. You might be somebody that offers a service. Okay, maybe you're a graphics designer or you're a web developer. You can brand yourself. You can brand yourself. If you see yourself as like somebody that will see 20 naira, they'll pay you 20 naira. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's because of the way you branded yourself. Okay? So, who are you? So you've got to be effortlessly recognizable. It's not difficult to recognize Apple or any other people. So what branding does for you is that it makes you what? Recognizable. Another thing is that you can copy a product, but not a brand. You can copy a product. You can see somebody doing let's say all these fintech companies. Let's say OPay. We have OPay, for instance. We have another one. Who can give me another one? Flutterwave. Okay. We have two companies doing the same thing, right? The same thing. It's the same product they are offering, the same niche, the same things they do. But they cannot copy the same branding. They cannot have the same branding. Okay? They can't have the same branding. Because you can't copy branding. It is what singles you out. It is what singles you out. If I ask some people to give some difference between Apple and Samsung, they will give you. Once you can know Samsung, which phone has the best camera? The majority. It's Google Pixel. Okay, everybody has their own opinion. But I think the majority is what? The majority is Samsung. Okay, say Samsung. Now, as of now. So we'll not argue about that. After this, we'll go and check. Okay? So you can't copy a brand. Okay? Next slide. So we have something here. Can you read it for me if you can see it? People no longer want to think. You might say, what is this? Why is it that people no longer want to think? What is happening here? And I have another point says, humans like ease. Humans like ease. That's why they don't longer want to think. Why do people go and use Google? Why? Why would somebody just go and, they ask you a question, you want to just go and use Google? Or maybe you want to, why do you use even for some small numbers, you just want to use calculator? Because every day they are trying to bring out means that will make them not to think. Okay, and they are embracing it. That's why I said people don't want to think. And that point is anything that makes it easy probably thinks for you. Anything that makes something easy thinks for you. It thinks for you. So establishing those points, branding can help you leverage this. The hunger for people, that thing that is in people not wanting to make them think, you can leverage on that with branding. How can you do that? You can tell them how to think. Just repeat after me. Tell them how to think.
Tell them how to think.
Tell them how to think about you because they don't want to think. What did I talk about Apple just now? They made you think about them in a way. So you tell people how to think about you. If you have maybe you have this thing of wanting to increase your prices. You want to increase your prices. Sometimes it's painful. You have to be patient. You want to increase your prices. Maybe you charge. What do I use now? Okay, you charge 800 naira for 2 logos plus 3D mock-up. That people used to call it 3D mock-up. I don't know why they call it. Those 3D logo. Okay, you charge 2 for it, and you want to increase the price. There are things you can do based on your branding to increase that price. Because why people will pay you 800 is because they don't value what you do. Abi? They don't value it. So for you to increase it, you have to make them think about you as a valuable person. And you can do that through what? Branding. One thing, make yourself scarce. Make yourself scarce. Because anything that is scarce is valuable. Okay? That's why I said it might be painful. But you start doing it. Not that just make yourself scarce and do it. Start limiting the people you are dealing with. Limit it. That's just one of the way. And that is branding. That is branding. That's just one of the way. Okay? So you leverage on it, make people think. And now you can make people think of you as highly. Okay, let me not go beyond what I have here. Just next slide. Okay, the same thing we're talking about here. Fake it until you make it. I remember I've heard of that. What do I call it? Fake it until you what? Make it. It's actually right in some sense, okay? Not in the wrong way. Not in the wrong way. So fake it until you make it. Simply look like your future. Maybe I want you to value me more. What do? I have a brand, I have a product. Maybe I sell, let's say, I sell cakes, for instance. Why am I using cake? I sell cakes, maybe because I like cake. I sell cakes, for instance. So maybe I don't package my cake. Okay? I don't package it, so it's just there. I just sell it from the tray or something. So, and I want people, I'm looking for good customers, or I want to increase the price of my cake. What do? I simply look like my future. That's faking it until you make it. Maybe I want to be selling products to, maybe exporting it on this kind of things. There's a way I will package my products. I will package it. You'll be afraid of pricing it. Is that not true? You'll be afraid of pricing it 10 naira. Is that not true? The same thing. You'll be afraid of pricing it 10 naira. So there's a way you pack, even your service. You are a graphic designer. Maybe somebody sends you, I want to do a logo. Then you just tell the person, 5,000 naira. You've not branded yourself properly. Imagine the person asking you, I want to do a logo. You send the person an invoice or the price list or something, your different something. The person will, that first will just give the person the high sense of you. That is branding. That is branding. Okay? That is branding. So don't care less about design. That's the mistake people make. You are having a business, you always just that did you just do the design anyhow, I'll just post it. Don't care less about what? About designs. Many people do it. They care less about design. Okay, I'm selling clothes. Just put the clothes anyhow online. Just put it. Use mix the clothes. Divide it anyhow. Post it, put the price. Then use red this thing to put the price. I'm not just saying those things on WhatsApp. You just type the text. Put it online. You are branding yourself the wrong way. You don't know. You are branding yourself the wrong way. Okay? Don't care less about design. Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. This next slide. Okay. Okay, yes. So this is it. What if you treat me like your product? What if you treat me like a product? That's what most clients will think in their mind. You don't have any value for design. You are just posting your product or posting your this thing, or the way you package your product, you just do it maybe carelessly. I'll be thinking in my mind, if I'm a client, what if you treat me the way you are treating this product now? Is that not true? What if you treat me the way you are treating this thing? You just put the thing carelessly and I will buy. And you're offering a service. I'll be thinking, if this person doesn't have value for this product. Why? You see, it's not all about you. That's why most of us don't care about this, and they just post it online. They don't think about their customers. So branding, even branding makes us know that you think about your customer. You think about what? Your customer. So it's about your customer. So the next slide. Okay. So some persons might not believe what I just said. So I have a little game for you to play. Some persons might not believe what I said. I said, some persons might just be asking why. Some persons are asking why. Why is that? Okay? So let's play a game. Let's assume. Hope you are listening. Hope you are listening. Okay? Let's assume there are gifts for participation. We have gifts for participation. So at the end of the day, we'll look at those people that participated and we're going to give them a gift. Okay? We'll have swag, t-shirts for people. Okay? So let's play a game. Let's assume that you visit a city for the first time and you will be leaving in an hour time. Okay? Let's say you visit Doubra, okay? And you'll be leaving in an hour time. You've been there for long, but you have to leave in an hour time to catch up your flight, okay? But before then, you wish to purchase jewels. How many of you are grabbing? Are you listening? Okay? So you call your friend and he sends you these two brands. You can get these jewelry from, and you can just make do with. You can just get the jewelry, and you can just make do with one because maybe the two brands they are apart from each other. Okay? Maybe they are apart from each other. We have one at one direction that is very far from the other one. Okay? And within that 1 hour you have, how many of you are following? How many of you are following? If you have a question, you can ask before on this game we are doing. So because I want everybody to participate. Maybe, let's say they are very much apart, and you are calculating within that 1 hour. Will I get here? Will I get if I go to the two places, I'm going to waste my time and I'm going to miss my flight. So I need to pick only one. And your friend sends you these two brands. Next slide. So we have these two brands here. We have these two brands, and your friend sends you this one. Okay, you can get from Diamante Rosa or you can get from K Jewelries. Which one will you pick?
Diamante Rosa. Diamante
How many of you will pick Rosa? Diamante Rosa. How many of you will pick it? Are you guys seeing it? Can you see it? How many of you will pick K Jewelries?
Never.
So am I lying?
No.
Am I lying?
No.
You've not seen what they sell. You've not seen if they are good. You don't know if they are selling stolen product. But what you just know is that why? Because this one is more appealing to you. So is design important?
Yes.
I thought it was not important. Okay. So we have these two brands. So imagine you utilizing the same thing for your business. Some people want to get high income, but they don't want to brand themselves properly. It cannot work. Okay? So they just make you feel that, why will you not go to this brand? You might feel that, okay, let me just ask this person, this K Jewelries, why will you not go there? Apart from the reason that it's not fine. What's that? I know it's not fine. I know it's not fine. Can someone just answer?
I can't trust them.
Thank you. Please clap for him. I can't trust them. Okay.
There's no symbol of what they are selling.
What they are selling. Okay. Okay. They look careless. I can't trust them. And you know how much jewelry costs, right? So imagine you wasting your maybe thousands of dollars on something that you cannot trust the people. So hope you see that design is important, branding is So just get something about judging your brand behind you or judging your startup behind you. Just imagine how many customers you have been losing. Okay? So next slide. Can you clap for me? Am I not trying? I'm trying. Okay, so next slide. So I know we want to hear about money, we want to hear about money. Like our auntie there was asking, how do you make it? And Mr. Ogaga answered rightly. Okay? So some dollars and talent. Some dollars and talent. So what do we mean by some dollars and talent? Okay? So one stone kills two birds. One stone. You can use one stone to kill two birds. So what do we mean by dollars? Because everybody want to hear dollars, right? Everybody want to hear. Everybody want to hear dollars and talent. So how does one stone kill two birds? I said at that point, people are naturally attracted to what? Success. How many of you know that? People are naturally attracted to success. They want to be attached to somebody that is significant. If you hear someone that says, Dangote is my uncle, will you not turn? You will turn. The person will turn. Dangote is your uncle. You just turn once. Because everybody wants to be what? Wants to be known to be close to successful people. They are attracted to successful people. So you are automatically positioned for investors. That's the two bets I'm talking about. The two bets is dollars. That's the money part of it. And okay, let's have the money part of it. Like Mr. Ogaga was sharing that you can have, let's say you have an idea, you want to do something that is magnificent, you have a startup idea, you want to create, you have a social media idea. Maybe the way you do it is now to be better than Facebook. Okay? So you have this idea, that is a startup, I define startup from the beginning. You have this idea and you are able to brand it well. You are able to brand it well. When I mean branding, both the app, interface and everything, you brand it very well. When you stand before potential investors, when you are presenting, how many of you have heard of Lions Den? How many of you have heard of Lions Den? Okay? So when you stand before potential investors or people that are willing to sponsor your business, if you brand very well, you are 90% to getting what you invested, what you want them to invest in. If you watch Lions Den, one of the episodes, somebody made a mistake with his designs. He made a mistake, and that was what made him to exempt him or to take him out. Okay? So you want to be particular about your design. You want to be particular about it. You have a project, like Mr. Oga said, of some opportunities that might be provided if you have a startup, an idea, and you bring it before a client or before an investor, a potential investor. If it is well branded, they won't even ask you questions two times. They will just see it and say, okay, it's like this person is competent. Is it not true, sir? They will just look at this person is competent, see the way it is branded. See the way Mr. Ogaga came and his team, they are putting on their shirt. Don't you love it? It just makes you feel that this person is competent, this person knows what he's doing. Just with that branding, and you are able to attract what? Investors. Okay? And another one, you are able to attract talent. You are able to what? We said track record is old school. Track record. You might not necessarily have the track record. Like I showed you two brands here. Do you know them before? But you just, that design created track record in your mind. Is that not true? So there's a way you can use branding to create a track record. Okay? It just forms a track record in person. I think I can trust this person. How do you know, most of the time, how do you know scam sites? They are carelessly done. Is that not true? Most scam sites, tech, is that not true? They are carelessly done. So you're going to just, this is scam site, I beg. You don't need to think twice. So you help them to create a track record. So branding can help you leverage this. You can use brand to create a track record for yourself. Then say you offer a service and you have not been there for up to like 1 year. But the way you brand yourself, your logo and everything, you are looking as if you've been there for 10 years. Is that not so? Okay. Let's move. Okay. We are back to my two friends. We are back to my two friends. Okay? So, somebody's laughing at my friends. Why? Okay? We have my two friends here that I showed you from the beginning. How many of you are ready to give them names here? Okay. If you've learned something, just clap. Let me just hear. You've learned something. And it will follow you. Okay? So, we have my two friends. I don't know if all of you can see them. We have two friends here. Two friends. And we have two names in particular we must give these guys. Two names we must give them. Two names. Okay? Two names. We have options of names. You have one. After this, I'm going to round up. Okay? We have one. We have what's the first name?
Tico.
Huh? Tico is a Tico. What's the second name?
Bamboo.
Bamboo, right? So these guys are depending on you people to name them. Don't go and name them like you used to name your people. Okay? Don't name them your. So you have to look at them well and say, okay, this name, I think I will name this one, or I will name this guy, this other name. So there are two guys. So I want you to think. I will give you some seconds to think. I'll give you some seconds to think, and I'll ask you guys to raise your hand. So let's see. Let's see. Okay? Are you done? Okay? I think we're all ready to name these guys. They will really appreciate you. Don't worry, they will send you money if you name them. Okay? So you see this guy is angry. He does not have the name, he's angry. The guy is angry. So somebody better name this guy. Okay? So we have two guys here. So what will you name? Let's start with the first person. How do we do this pool now? Is there anybody that will think fast how to do this pool so that we can get it done effectively? If there's nobody, I will just try to do it where I can. Okay? So there is the first guy here. I'll just call it guy one. Guy two. So guy one, what will you name guy one?
Bamboo.
Okay. Okay. Bamboo. Are you sure that is a good name? Yes. Are you sure? They will look for you if you don't name them well. Okay? Why? Okay, let me ask you why. So what will you name the second guy?
Tico.
What will you name the second guy?
Tico.
Okay. I don't know why you gave them that name. Why? It's alright, just manage it. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, so this was my prediction. Did I point anybody gone to name anybody else?
No.
Did I point anybody gone?
No.
So we have over 70% of everybody naming this guy, and we have over 30%. So what I want to make you understand is that branding can do something to people's mind. It's not just done carelessly. It's not what? Done carelessly. I didn't point anybody gone to choose this thing, and I predicted. So just imagine you are doing your business and you are doing this prediction. And you are doing this kind of predictions like, okay, I'll make sales here. If I do this, I'll make sales. So the way it works is that humans, they think what? They think likely. Okay? They think likely. If I would ask somebody why you mean, what I just did, I played with your experience. I played with what you've seen before. I played with the experience you've had. That's what I played with. So branding is not, I want to just let you know that branding is not done carelessly. And when you do it well, you can meet your target, meet your targeted audience, you can make sales and everything if it is done what? If it is done well. Okay? If it is done well. So this is the prediction and it's super right. So I'll just ask one person, or should I not ask? We already know. So no need to ask why you named them this thing. Okay? So that's it. And that's my time. Okay? That's my time. So I hope you can be able to get something. Okay, let's have the last slide. So, EKD says thanks, okay? That's my social media. I'm on YouTube, okay? I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And you can reach out to me. If you have any questions, can we take 2 questions? If you have a question, I'll just leave, okay? So there is no question. It means everybody. No. Okay. Don't ask me a question.
My name is Promise. I'm a student of this. So I have a question. As a startup, I want to start my business. How will I organize my branding so that I will not be able to change it again in the future, because that's what we do all the time. Change our logo.
Okay, just give me a round of applause because that's a good question. Okay, when you want to, you want to start branding and all that, you start first of all with your logo. It all depends on your structure. Okay, if you make a good structure, it will last for a long time. That's true in reality. Okay, you start from your structure, and while branding, the first thing you take in consideration, it might not actually be your logo. Okay, like I said, what do you want people to feel about you? Is it long term? If it's long term, then you have to think of something long term. Not that it's something that is trending. Don't go with trends. Maybe this thing is trending. Okay, I think I want people to think about me that way. And the thing is trending. And when that trend is over, your brand is over, you will have to change it. So to get something that is lasting, you have to think. And one way is by your logo. Okay, your logo. That's just one of the ways. That's not the only way. That's not the only way. Like I said, your personality, it has to be long term. Don't follow trends, okay? And that is your logo. Like everybody will say, your logo has to be simple. Okay, if it's not simple, you will change it in the long run. You will change it. How many of you have seen the new MTN logo that's been there for quite a while now? You've seen the new MTN logo. Is it simpler? If it has been simple like 20 years ago, would there be any need to change it? So those are the things, those are one of the things. So if I'm not able to answer it very fast, I have videos on it on my YouTube page. I have videos on that. So you can just check it out and you'll be refreshed, okay? So thank you very much for listening to me.
Alright. Thank you. Oh, please let's appreciate creative EKD. I hope we're learning.